You always
I love that.
look high.
Well, I'm not.
Did people tell you that?
Yeah. People kind of do, actually, but I'm not. I've had like 3 sips of this beer right here, but
What is that? Your eyes always look glazed.
just how they are, I guess.
Yeah.
I never think that.
Really?
I mean,
People do come up to me and assume I'm high a lot.
They'll ask you for weed.
No, they're just like, "Oh, are you high?"
That's rude. But if they were like, hey, you obviously know where I can get a bag.
Yeah, I mean, I understand that part. But
Isn't it sad that that doesn't even happen anymore? It's just like, yeah, any bodega within the fucking block.
I know New York's terrible. Everyone's on drugs here.
Cocaine is like going to like getting coffee.
It's got to be on McDougal Street though. That has to be trash, right?
Yeah, it has to be Fentanyl City.
It has to be Fentanyl City and/or baby powder.
Probably both. Laxatives, all that stuff.
Are you sure you can hear us?
Yeah, I'm 4 feet away. If I couldn't, I would need to go to the doctor.
Can you really hear us?
I can, loud and clear.
Okay, wow. He's got like supersonic hearing. He's got like dog hearing.
Yeah.
Wow. All right. Well, hey, fuck me for buying a third fucking pair of headphones.
Well,
I guess.
does it matter if I wear? Does it matter if I wear them specifically?
Well, you're one of us.
I understand that, but does it matter if I'm wearing it right now?
As a guest of honor, I got a third pair of headphones just for moments like this.
It's fucking.
And honestly,
but
you're the guest, so I'm being nice right now.
And I feel appreciated here. I just don't see the difference it makes.
Your headphones.
Can you turn the volume down on it then?
But it really classes up this outfit too, I think.
Yeah, maybe.
They're like, holy shit, the most expensive thing on his body is on his ears.
You said you don't even put this on YouTube. Who gives a shit if no one's even going to see this. They might hear it.
Did I turn it down?
Yeah, appreciate it.
Yay! You see, we do it for I put it on YouTube.
Appreciate. Bitch. Oh, you do? I'll subscribe.
Yeah, no, you bullshit. You will. You remember? You were the number one fan of explaining things. Remember? You're the reason we kept it going for 100 episodes.
I did like that.
You're like, I listened to the episodes. I like learning.
Oh, is this the same channel as that?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Okay, then I guess I am subscribed. I'm just watching fucking how cavemen how cavemen spent their days or something.
That was never an episode.
I know. That was what I was just watching on YouTube. You had a few of the same things on YouTube, I noticed that I do. It was like the how cavemen spent their days, NFL in the 2000s.
Fart pranks. Dog pranks.
No, I don't have that stuff on my YouTube.
The bathroom prank where they put Nutella on the hand and ask for toilet paper.
Yeah,
I got a lot of that. That's fun. If you want to catch me laughing hysterically by myself at 2 a.m., I'm looking at shit prank videos on my phone in bed.
Yeah, that's fine.
Laughing as hard as I can laugh.
That's appropriate.
Yeah.
What else does anyone do on their phone at 3 a.m.?
The only thing anyone does at 3 a.m. is look at shit pranks.
It's that or like watch porn or just look at nothingness.
I can't watch porn multiple times in a day, though. Shyam has stamina for fucking
I watched it
4
times today.
4 times today. Every time you shake Shyam's hand, you're like, how well does he wash it? How well does he wash it?
I have hand sanitizer. I jerk off with it. It burns.
There's a guy back in Rhode Island comedy who's...
What's his name?
I can't describe him.
I want to see if I can get the name by him describing.
It's already too specific.
Say it!
No, I'm not saying his name.
Wait, describe him though?
Why? One of the 48 people who watch this is going to fucking tell him?
Big fat guy who doesn't get laid much. Okay? Okay?
That's an awful description.
Yeah.
That's all.
Thank God I'm not... Yeah. That could be anyone. That could be anyone, John. And... he stinks. That's the thing. He stinks. Now I'm making it more specific. He always smells. Someone's always like, "You smell blah blah blah." He fucking stinks. So he doesn't shower. Ugh. So if he doesn't get laid and he's like young and doesn't shower, I have to think he's jerking off. And if he doesn't shower, his hygiene's not good. So every time you're like, "Do I really shake that hand?"
Oh yeah.
The fist pump was invented.
By black people.
For a fucking serial gooner.
Yeah.
Shout out JJ Lieberman.
Absolutely. Shout out to JJ Lieberman. Yeah. But yeah, you got to look out for stuff like that.
I tell people if they.
Why were you the loudest motherfucker on earth before the podcast started?
I wasn't. Because you have this fucking machine tapped onto my fucking head.
Take it off.
I don't understand it.
You're the guest, and I want you to be comfortable.
Okay.
Blah blah blah. I want you to be happy.
I don't know. I was
like a
tired
disgruntled
today.
athlete.
I fucking worked out.
Yeah, you are like a fucking prima donna wide receiver.
Yeah, all right. Yeah.
I ain't not wearing no fucking headphones on my head. All I do is catch footballs.
I just don't understand the point of
footballs.
it. I just don't understand the point of it.
Well, if you don't understand, I can't explain it to you.
I know. You already tried 3 times.
Yeah,
so it doesn't matter.
Because I don't really get it either, but it looks good.
So what happened?
You honestly, you want to know what I believe it does? I think it puts you in the mode.
Well, I think I'm in the mode.
No, that's the problem.
I am. I think I'm in the mode.
You are kind of backwards, so maybe this is what the mode is for you.
I'm in the mode.
Yeah.
I'm in the mode.
There we go, guys. We're fucking rocking. We're rolling.
Yeah.
This place is ready to go. You seen titties out on the streets walking around in the nice fucking...
Yeah, I seen, just people with...
Isn't it a beautiful thing to walk around when it gets nice and warm?
Yeah. Yeah, I love. I mean, it's good to walk around New York all the time, even when it's cold out. But yeah, especially now.
You see shit. Have you seen like many famous people outside of McDougal?
Yeah.
Like obviously you see famous comics around there, but like who's someone you've seen on the street?
I didn't see him on the street. I saw him in a hotel. But Frank Thomas, the Big Hurt, I met him. Yeah, he was the man.
Get a picture?
No, I just dapped him up. His hands were like the size of that table.
The biggest man.
He literally looked like he would if both of those doors were like one doorway. He couldn't. He was huge. Dude.
He was the Big Hurt.
I met him at a hotel.
Did you talk to him?
Yeah, he was super cool.
Did you say you might be? Was he a righty?
Mm-hmm. He was.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, he was one of those a power righty.
I remember telling him I saw him do batting practice at Fenway one time, and remember when it was a net instead of the seats? Bro, I thought the baseball was gonna like rip through the net. That's how fucking hard that dude hit. I remember looking at it and I was like,
he's a little forgotten. He had a couple of years that were like
MVP.
Yeah, a few
95,
times.
I believe.
Yeah.
But I feel like I don't hear his name mentioned.
Yeah, we don't.
Maybe you don't hear anyone's name mentioned too much anymore. But he had a couple like fucking batting
Insane
almost 350 with power.
Yeah.
Look at that. If I forget, I can't tell you the numbers off the top of my head, but 94, the strike season, his average was like 340 with like a crazy amount of home run, and it just we don't know how it finished. You know,
Tony Gwynn
too. He's like 393 or something, 394,
392.
He would have had the best shot at 400. If anyone was ever going to do it, it would have been him.
Yeah, he would have been the guy. He almost did it every year.
Yeah, I know. But I'm trying to think. Yeah, like fucking Frank Thomas. I feel like I've seen some other. I saw Chris Rock around a few times.
I've seen Steven Van Zandt.
Yeah, me too. I've seen him around.
Yeah.
I've seen him around.
Yeah.
Did you say I love Bruce Springsteen, or did you say I love The Sopranos?
I love The Sopranos.
I know what you said. And I also said, did you say, because I know you had to say something too.
I actually, believe it or not, I actually didn't say anything, but I was barking. If I wasn't barking, I would have said something.
That's like
John, I take
that's what you're
pride in my
supposed
work.
to do when you're barking. That's a job to talk to people.
Hey, little Steven.
No, I would have fanboyed out though.
Really?
Silvio
I've
was-
seen him a few times. I saw Janice before.
Really?
Yeah.
Is the Rolling Stones tattoo on her tit real?
I can't remember. I saw her outside of Minetta Tavern. She was eating, smoking a cigarette.
Wow.
Yeah.
Did you say anything to her?
She's like the
I
real
was like,
character.
Janice. Yeah.
Did she
was smoking
nodded?
a cigarette.
Was she
just like-
smiling?
Yeah.
Wow.
She's much older now.
Okay.
It's funny how that happens.
Janice.
Yeah.
None of that
Saw
California
Marlo.
bullshit.
I saw Marlo from The Wire on the train one time. That was pretty sick.
All right.
Jamie Hector.
But no, like Ben Stiller and the fucking,
No Ben Stiller.
I've only seen mostly I saw Mecca Okafor last week.
That's cool.
That's pretty cool.
How'd you recognize him?
I mean, he was a 6'10" black guy with a Yukon sweatshirt on.
Really?
Yeah,
He was wearing a Yukon sweatshirt?
Yeah, and he walked
God.
so goofy. I was like, if I didn't know basketball, I'm like, who this is this fucking nerd?
Yeah.
Was he still thin?
He's very thin.
Oh, okay.
Very, very thin.
Yukon sweatshirt on a Mecca Okafor. You went to the NBA in Mecca.
Number one pick.
Fucking glory days over
Number
here.
one pick.
No,
What are you
no,
gonna
no.
wear? A Yukon sweatshirt
No,
or a
number
fucking
two.
Bobcat
Okafor
sweatshirt?
wasn't the number one
Dwight
pick?
Howard won number one.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Okay, and boy, was that the right decision.
Okay.
It
Yeah.
was a back and forth thing. It was like, is it a Mecca or Dwight
Wow.
Howard? A Mecca or Dwight Howard? But I'll tell you what you got with that number 2 pick. A non-homosexual.
Yeah.
Is that true?
Oh, yeah.
Really?
I think he's almost even like, he's not even quite
He'll end up
denied it.
admitting
I
to
think
it,
maybe
yeah.
bisexual, but he's definitely fuck guys.
That
Yeah.
means he's gay.
Yeah.
Well, or he's just a deviant.
That too.
Oh, he doesn't
Going
like
straight
God.
to the pit of hell.
You know who else I met who was pretty cool? Hideki Matsui.
Really?
Yeah.
He can speak English?
He can,
These are
yeah.
all,
Really?
These are all athletes.
Yeah, because I don't really care about
Do you think
celebrities.
Do you think super celebrities have just been walking by you that you
Yeah,
have
there
no
is.
idea?
I met
but
somebody.
You only see athletes.
You know who I met? Who I had no idea who he was. I sold him tickets when I was barking. Is Tom Hardy from
Really?
Spider-Man. Yeah, I had no idea
went
who
to
he
Grizzly
was.
Bear?
Really?
Yeah, I sold him
You
tickets.
went to Grizzly Pear?
Like Tom Hardy, wait, Venom?
Zendaya's boyfriend.
Oh, Tom Holland.
Tom Holland.
Yeah, yeah,
Tom
yeah,
Holland.
yeah, yeah,
Tom
yeah,
Holland.
yeah.
Yeah, I had
I'm
no
sorry,
idea who
if
he
you're a
was.
celebrity
And you go to Grizzly
and you go to Grizzly Pear,
Yeah.
you shouldn't be a celebrity.
Why? Why? You want to? Come on. Don't sell yourself short.
You're a fucking celebrity and you're right next to the fucking comedy cellar.
Yeah, but he wanted to see good quality stuff. He's an artist. That's the thing. That's the thing. That's the thing.
Oh,
Actors do have over comedians is actors will appreciate more so regular artwork instead of these douchebag comedians who think you need to go to the comedy cellar and nothing
you're
good's
right, you're
happening
right. That's
anywhere
what I
else.
think says regular artwork than the Grizzly Bear.
That's true.
And also, yeah, that's what I know about Hollywood, just down to earth folk.
But I didn't know real act. I didn't know who he was, and then I was like, oh, everyone's like looking and asking for pictures and stuff, and then everyone's like, oh, that's Spider-Man. I'm like, I haven't seen anything he's ever acted in.
He's short, right?
Super.
Yeah.
Super short. He's English.
So
I
many
think.
of them are short.
Crazy.
Tom Cruise is a fucking peanut.
Wahlberg,
Wahlberg short?
short as fuck.
Yeah.
I think he's 5'2".
Yeah, a lot
it's
of
like
them are.
crazy.
5'2". He's not 5'2".
He's probably
Danny
like 5'6".
DeVito's
He's
5
probably
feet.
like 5'6", something like that. They're all
He's
small.
very-
Dude, we need another Danny DeVito. Who's going to fill those shoes? Who plays the role of just like a borderline dwarf? Like, we have no one for that now.
Yeah, I mean, there's enough short people, but you kind of got to be like dirty looking and Italian too.
Hornswoggle.
Hornswoggle. I saw a video the other day of this WWE dwarf, who I think was considered for Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. And they had like the seven actors.
A current dwarf, WWE dwarf.
I don't know if he's
like
current.
back in the
I don't know
day.
if he's current or if he was just weighing in, but it seemed like he was considered for one of the dwarves in Snow White. And Peter Dinklage, the king of all dwarf actors, he called out the movie saying this is demeaning.
Yeah,
to
what a
dwarves.
twat.
And all of a sudden, so the guy's bitching.
Fuck him.
He's like, he not only took 7 fucking dwarf acting jobs, he took 7 fucking stunt double jobs.
Oh, yeah,
he took,
100%.
he took extra
Photo-
jobs.
yeah. He's a piece of shit.
He's like, what fucking? We can't play anything but dwarves.
yeah.
yeah.
After this whole,
He's like, He's like, you didn't seem to have a problem like collecting checks with Elf.
No way. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a
Yeah.
fucking scumbag for that, especially when a year or two ago there was a giant fucking strike about not replacing actors with AI and every lesbian in a fucking 8-mile radius from here was
dwarves are
wearing
already-
SAG-AFTRA, all that shit. We're not going to replace our jobs. That fucking Peter Dinklage comes in like a dickhead. That's the problem.
I
That's why-
understand the logic.
No, I don't.
It's like,
I don't.
well, it's making dwarves like
No,
these
please.
magical creatures and blah blah blah.
Please.
And it's like, yeah, you are.
Wait, what do you do with the AI shit?
Well, no, the whole thing about the strike was we don't want to be replaced. We don't want actors to be replaced with fucking CGI, and then these people like getting cast for jobs, and fucking Peter Dinklage opens his fucking mouth.
Dwarves have been fucked for 25 years.
What the fuck?
I've said this forever. Like fucking The Hobbit. None of those are dwarves. Lord of the
Yeah.
Rings. None of those are dwarves playing dwarves.
Yeah.
It's like even the lead dwarf, Gimli, is the guy from
But
the
they were
Indiana
going to
Jones
have it
movies.
though in this movie, though, weren't they?
They were.
Yeah,
they
so
were.
Fuck
so I
him.
mean, CGI's been fucking him already, and then Peter Dinklage swings in and just says, "No, this isn't right." It's like, bitch, we're about to be in a Disney
I know.
movie.
That's why I know.
I'd feed my
Royalty
family for the
checks,
rest of
I
our
know.
lives.
I know.
I know.
I'm not fucking. I know. You could just go travel around to fucking autograph shows and all that shit for comic book conventions, all that stuff, and he
Dwarf
robbed
heaven.
those people.
Because what's your other option?
But you know what though? That's the problem with Hollywood is their unions aren't like good unions. You know what I mean? They don't have people like the electricians union or the like bricklayers, all that shit that would come in and fucking let that shit happen. So fuck them.
It is funny. Like a dwarf actor is really, how I know dwarves best, but they're obviously just dwarves with jobs. There's a fucking pest control.
So what are
dwarf.
they supposed to do? Not act? You know what I mean? It's like I can't believe they gave in to Peter Dinklage for that. He's a real piece of shit. And
Well,
he's
because
somebody,
the wokeism eats itself.
it's not
where they're
wokeism.
Like,
No, that's not wokeism,
it is
bro.
wokeism.
That's
It is-
retardism, bro.
I agree with you.
If I see
but
him,
there's a fine line.
he's somebody. He better hope he doesn't fucking run into me as an actor and somebody. I'm dead serious. I've signed SAG waivers and shit like that. I'll be 100% honest. He better hope he doesn't. No, because I'm gonna say something right to his fucking face.
You're gonna punt him?
No, I would never do that. But he's an asshole for that.
What would you say? I'm Peter Dinklage
I'm telling
right now.
you, fucked a bunch of, because you're right. It wasn't just going to be 7 people. It was going to be fucking photo doubles, stunt doubles, all that shit.
Yeah.
And he fucked them out after all these fucking retards were screaming about the SAG strike 2 years ago about how, they're coming for our jobs and we can't do TV. All these fucking people were bitching about acting and all this stuff.
This is the fire we've been looking for.
And then what did they do? They replaced the 7 people in Snow White with what? A bunch of robots or CGI or something? It's like, fuck him.
I think it's probably CG. I don't even think they call it the 7 dwarfs.
Fuck him.
I think it was the 7 somethings.
Fuck him.
Yeah.
Straight up.
Which is what I prefer
That's
to
if
call
I'm
dwarfs.
correct on this. If from everything I've heard, if that's right about Peter Dinklage, that's fucking not right.
That is right. I mean,
he's a fucking asshole.
He did do it.
But at the same time, everyone getting worked up about a Disney movie is also pretty funny too, because it's like, who gives a shit? It's a Disney movie.
I look out for the dwarf, but that's the thing. It is the wokeism eats itself at a certain point because you said it's retardism.
I don't know if that's being
It's
woke though.
No, it's moronic. Like obviously, if you can think, you're like, this actually fucks them. The very people that you're trying to help, it kind of fucks them.
Totally.
But
I don't think he was.
But where it's coming from is just, well, how dare you make us magical creatures?
But he probably wasn't even trying to help them. He was probably like, I don't want some fucking other dwarf here to shine, so they get the next Game of Thrones or something.
In his head, I believe he was trying to like help dwarves at large. Better way to say
What an
that.
asshole. What a cunt.
Dwarves at large. Poor dwarves.
Yeah, I feel for them, but they can live a good life, so who cares? There was a good dwarf. They can.
You're like a philosopher.
It's true. They can.
They can live a good life.
Yeah, they
doing
can.
what?
There was a good dwarf who used to work at Best Buy.
Do you know how scary?
Cambridge Galleria.
I personally get.
Oh, that's a great life.
Yeah.
I get excited when I see dwarves. You notice them immediately, and I watch how they move.
Is there a difference between a dwarf and a midget?
Of course.
No, I think midget's just like a bad word for them.
No. Well, I mean,
Isn't a midget
it's a
bigger?
bad word because it's not even what a dwarf is. Dwarfism means you have like stumpy limbs and like thick wrists, like you're kind of stocky.
Yeah.
A midget is kind of, I think the mini me. I think that's a midget. I think that's a midget. It's just like a tiny human. A dwarf can get up to like 4'7" or something.
Yeah.
You can see they've got the long head.
Oh, okay.
You know.
Oh, I thought those were midgets.
Those are dwarves.
What was Mini-Me's name
So
again?
yeah, you could call it a midget. And a midget would be highly offensive because it's already offensive, and it's extra offensive that you're calling not one of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like calling a Spanish person like Puerto Rican or something. Yeah.
What was Mini-Me's name again? He was like German or something.
Vern Troyer.
Yeah.
Jesus.
He was cool.
R.I.P. R.I.P.
Remember there was a video of him smoking weed with like rappers on like an MTV thing or something.
I don't
Dude,
remember that.
a midget. Pedro Martinez had a midget.
Yeah.
And boy, do I wish.
That guy was awesome.
Boy, do I wish Pedro was around 20 years later with a fucking... Wasn't it like a rally midget?
It was like his friend from the Dominican Republic. Yeah, and he'd pick him up and stuff. Pedro just like pick him up like that, and Pedro wasn't that big either.
This
so
is
it's
what
like
we're
that
missing.
guy was tiny.
Wokeism, the greatest pitcher of all time, can't even have a fucking pet midget anymore. Is this the world we want?
There's no
Was
personality.
Gary Coleman a midget? Just very small.
I think he had that thing where it's like he didn't like Andy Milonakis.
Yeah, he might have been a midget.
I thought he had the Andy Milonakis thing where it's like he just looked like he was a kid all the time.
He did. Yeah, that could be different. That could be different.
Okay.
Because remember Andy Milonakis was like 41.
Well, if you've seen like the new kid, Hezbollah, he's like
Yeah, the little midget.
Hezbollah or something.
He's like in the
Isn't Hezbollah the terrorist group in fucking
It's
Libya?
close. It's close, but it's something like this. But it's something like this.
The UFC guy or whatever,
Yeah,
right?
yes,
the guy who's
yes,
always at
yes,
UFC?
yes.
And he's a tiny little guy. And I thought it was just like a strange looking baby or something. For the first year or two, I thought there was just
he's like in his 20s,
this is a grumpy looking fucking baby.
Yeah.
And he's like 29. and he was on a podcast with Mike Tyson. It fucking killed me. Mike Tyson picked him up and is like tickling him and kisses him on the head while hugging him because he doesn't understand that it's a man. And what are you gonna do? Fucking swing at Mike?
You're just so funny.
Oh, he's the cutest little baby I ever seen.
I met Mike Tyson one time.
No fucking way.
Yeah.
Did he
No,
like
you
you?
didn't. Where?
At a casino.
You went up to him?
That sounds about right.
I met him at a casino.
What was he playing?
He wasn't. He was just walking through. He was like promoting. This is probably like 2010,
Did he have, like, a huge
2011.
entourage?
Bro, a scary entourage too. I had a boxing glove with me there. I was like, oh, I want to get this signed because like I knew there was going to be fighters there, and fucking Tyson showed up. So I like walked over. I was like, yo, Mike, can you sign this glove? I was like fucking 15, dude. He autographed the glove. I could tell he like wasn't in a good mood, and then this dude walked up to me, just literally like central casting, like New York City thug looking dude. He's like, yo, what are you doing with that glove? I was like, I don't know, probably put it up in my room or something. And he's like, Mike don't like people selling his shit. And then he like got like mad. I'm like, bro, I'm not gonna sell. He's like, oh yeah, all right. But like there was like autograph hounds there. You know what I mean? Like there was people that had like books of shit. I still have it. It's at my house.
That's
but
sick.
You have a Tyson
he was
glove?
scary to. Yeah. He was like when I met Mike
Well, when
Tyson.
you were 15, he was also not
This
the
is
Mike
like
Tyson he is
before the
now.
Hangover.
Yeah.
This was like before.
Now
Like
he smokes
Yeah,
weed. And
yeah,
shit,
yeah. This
and,
was
like,
before that.
This is like in between the ear bite and like the Hangover.
Yeah, exactly. This was like when
Sweet
he was
spot.
Yeah,
Unraveling.
yeah. But like when,
But after jail. though.
yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
jail was like 92 to 95 or something.
Yeah, around
Did he
there.
become champ again after jail?
He did, yeah.
Okay.
But he was supposed to fight Holyfield
for
in
long.
'93.
He was never the same.
No.
Uh,
But yeah, it was like he was
He did
was
3 years in federal prison.
I think something like that.
I wonder if anyone.
I don't think it was the Fed. I don't know.
No.
It has to be nice
I
when
don't
you're
think he was in
heavyweight
the
champion of the
feds.
world and you go to prison though, because
Yeah, you're
you
like,
at least
no.
don't have to worry about the thing we all worry about.
Right. The guy who's
Yeah,
gonna,
like someone's going to beat the shit out. I guess someone could still kill you, but people are going to defend you if you're Mike Tyson in prison.
Yeah,
they're like,
yeah,
this is the baddest motherfucker on earth.
Yeah, yeah,
like
yeah.
you're automatically accepted into the black gang. And you're probably like fucking.
Yo, that's Mike.
yeah, you're probably like up high in that gang.
Oh yeah.
That's Mike Tyson. Yeah, he raped a woman. Who hasn't?
He still denies it to this day.
I know. Yeah, he's still very adamant about that. So he probably got fucked.
That
you know?
character I just did was a guy in jail, by the way. When I said he raped someone.
Don't worry, Mike Tyson's
who
not gonna.
hasn't?
Mike Tyson's probably not gonna watch this, but he probably won't come here.
I like
anyways.
that. I like that. That's what you thought my concern was, and not that it was some bitch saying he's making rape jokes. Anyway,
Did you ever ask O'Toole about his trip to India?
I feel like I've heard part of it.
Yeah.
I've been dying.
It was good. It was a good time.
It was last year, right?
No, I think it was
You've already heard about it. I know
2
you
years
have.
ago,
really?
maybe.
You went to Mumbai? Just Mumbai?
Yeah.
How long?
Maybe like a month or something.
What spurred this?
Just gonna go see friends I went to school with.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You have friends that live in India?
Yeah.
What
Are
the-
they Indian?
Are they white?
What do you think?
I don't know.
They're Indian.
Oh, okay. How did
Yeah.
you meet them?
School.
High school?
Acting school.
Oh. Wait. They're Indian?
Yeah.
And they came to America to do acting school?
No, they're method.
Yeah.
They're method actors.
They did. I went to
Playing
school with a
Indians.
fuck ton of Indians.
Really?
Yeah.
And they
Where-
go back to India?
Yeah, they just come over here to fucking, I don't know, learn, I guess, and then go back to
and
India.
then fucking. Oh, you could be huge in Bollywood.
I would have liked, dude, going to the movies was probably the coolest part of going over
Was
there,
that cool?
honestly. Bro, people like,
It's an event.
yeah.
It's an event.
It's not like
it's like how
anything-
No,
it
people
was
like-
here in the '60s.
It's
It
like
makes, how they say,
Well, it's like a sports. It's
Yeah,
like a
that's
sporting
exactly
thing. Like
what I
people will
thought
like
it was.
shout in theaters,
Yes.
like when the hero comes on,
Dance.
Like they'll fucking
throw
whistle.
shit up. That's exactly what I thought.
I don't like that one bit.
No, it's awesome.
Disgusting.
People say here, like, oh, when you see a movie in like a black movie theater, it's crazy. They make black movie theaters look like white people in like far suburbia. Like it was.
Yeah.
I saw this Shah Rukh
It's
Khan
like
movie.
European fucking soccer.
Bro, people would go. Yeah, it is. People
Yeah.
were going fucking mental at the movie. It was fucking awesome, dude. It was cool. Yeah, it was a good time. Maybe I'll go over there again. I don't know, in the winter or something.
Did you see anyone throwing milk at the movie posters?
No.
Yeah.
I don't know what that is.
It's a thing they do. Tell them, Shyam.
It's not, but
Yes, it is. I read a whole article about it.
it's not.
I read a whole article.
Oh, you read one article?
I don't
so
think.
it's
I don't,
true?
I don't think everyone does it. I think you have.
Only if there's cookies there.
Throwing milk at a porn star's poster. Did the Indians take you in? Did they like you?
Oh, they're so nice, dude. Once they seen like white people over there, everyone was like showing me food and stuff. I mean, because the whole time I was there, I probably only saw like one other white person maybe, and it was like at the airport. Like
Really?
like when you go there, like I know they say Mumbai is like a world. You could clearly tell it's like a major city and stuff, but like I didn't see like people that. I think I saw some Asian people actually, but. Like, I don't know, Chinese people maybe, but...
You gonna say it or am I, Shyam?
They're all Asian. Yeah, no, I know. But yeah, no, it was good. But it was fun. It was a good time.
Well, you didn't get sick.
No, I was lucky. I was with people that were, like, very adamant on what I ate and drank and stuff.
Okay.
They knew about that stuff.
Okay.
By the way, guys, how silly of us. We have a guest here today.
We do.
We do. We have a guest here today.
Yeah.
He's not wearing headphones. That's how you can tell which one he is.
Yep.
Everyone, Ryan O'Toole is here.
What up, what up, what up, what up?
Hilarious.
Yeah. Please, we don't have to do this. We can just keep talking.
Hilarious Boston origin, New York-based comic.
Yep.
And he's hosting the Midnight at Grizzly Pear 6 days before you see this.
Yes.
Yeah,
Move on. Let's move on.
Wax on, wax off.
Let's keep the combo. Yeah.
I had a fucking serious New York City moment today.
What?
I fucking once. I'm not blaming this on the roommate that moved out, but I am saying this never happened before in the 3 years I've lived here. I just emptied the trash for the first time, like since he left. Obviously, while he was here, we were taking the trash out. But I took the trash bag out, and fucking 2 roaches came out with the bag, and I was like, "What the fuck?" And I was like, "That sucks." And
Were they dead or alive?
I stomped them like baby roaches, and I'm like,
And you don't have roaches.
I've had a couple, never in the trash.
Yeah.
Like I'll see one there or something like that.
Yeah.
It's rare, but like I have seen them. I'm like, I guess I should do this. And I look in the fucking trash can, and it's a fucking roach fest.
No.
It's a roach fest. So for 1 hour in the middle of my morning, I just dropped everything I was doing and just fucking. I ran over to the bodega, grabbed Raid, lavender scented, sprayed it fucking all over them. Then I was like, what do I fucking do? I don't have a hose
What do you
here.
mean sprayed? Weren't they in the trash?
They were in like the trash, like barrel, not in like the bag or anything, like in the bottom of the barrel.
Oh.
Yeah. So then I'm like, what the fuck do I do with this? And I'm like, all right, they're dead now. So I take that out. I go in the shower. I fucking like, I'm doing this with the fucking thing. I got it upside down. There's still more coming out of it, like even in the shower.
How many do you think there were total?
I would say there were probably 15. 12.
Oh.
Small. These are not.
Yeah, but that means they're babies though, and they reproduce.
Yeah. Well, I have traps, but clearly I need more.
That's scary.
But it was a terrible start to the day. I'll take a cute little mouse, not a rat. I'll take a cute little mouse over fucking roaches. I understand a mammal. I don't understand a roach. It's an alien.
What do you think your former roommate did to cause the roaches?
Like I said, I can't officially blame.
Okay.
I can't officially blame.
Well, let's just play around with some scenarios.
I like that you're
When did
asking
he
the
move out?
question because
When did he move out? Yesterday?
2 days ago. So this is trash from when he was still here.
Well, you got to be taking your trash out. How often are you taking your trash out?
Well, it wasn't there for 2 months. I'm saying this is since I was gone all weekend, so this is still the fucking trash can. All right, this is what I think. All right,
I wanted to hear you.
Now it's not even a 50-50 thing. I can't blame him at all.
Yeah.
No,
I know.
of course you can.
But of course I can. I would say he was probably like careless with like pouring grease or something.
Does grease cause roaches? I don't.
Well, I just mean like it can get out of the bag or go through the bag. Shit like that. So I don't know.
Did he cook?
I don't know. I wasn't here for the last 4 days. I wasn't here for the last 4 days.
Where were you?
Visiting my mother.
The Commonwealth?
Mrs. Trilson.
Hartford.
The Commonwealth.
Oh, she upgraded, huh?
Hartford, Mass.
You refer to
Hartford, Massachusetts?
No, Hartford, Connecticut.
Does Hartford, Massachusetts exist? Is that a place?
I don't think so.
If
it a nice part
I'll always hear a new town in Massachusetts where I'm like,
I know.
What are you talking about? There's a fucking Paris, Mass.
Yeah. I think there's a Brooklyn, Massachusetts, I want to say. How's the area in Hartford, Connecticut? A good one or a bad one?
Hartford has a lot of shitty areas.
I know. It has some nice
She's
ones.
She's right on the line of West Hartford, which is nice.
Yeah. Because sometimes you go to Hartford and I'm like, Jesus Christ, I need to have a gun right now. And then other times you're like, this is super nice.
Oh, West Hartford, you can walk down the street and kick the ass of anyone who's in front of you. Hartford, get that on a swivel.
Yeah.
Yeah. I try to dress less rich when I'm in Hartford.
I wear my
I wear something like that when I'm in Hartford.
They have the highest murder rate in America, like for a few years in the 1990s.
New Haven, Bridgeport, and New Haven. It is funny.
Bridgeport's
it is
another
funny
one.
because Connecticut is like fucking gazillionaires. But
Parts
like
of it
the three major
Parts
cities
of it are.
fucking like
Gang
not safe places.
Gang infested.
They're not safe places.
They're infested with gangbangers.
All the white people are just like, yeah, we'll be out here. We'll be out here listening to NPR. Bridgeport's really dangerous. New Haven actually is a cool town. New Haven has
awesome. Yeah.
There are dangerous parts, but do you know that it's the most representative of the United States population by percentage of any city?
Is that right?
Like 13% black. Yeah. It's a fun fact for you.
Amazing pizza.
There's no Indians in New Haven.
Amazing pizza places.
What are you talking about? There's Yale University there.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Fucking guaranteed.
Oh yeah,
And they're still allowed to have foreigners at their school. all the Harvard foreigners are going to Yale now.
Wait, why?
Because fucking Trump blocked foreigners from being able to get scholarships to Harvard.
Oh, I actually think that's one of the reasons my dad actually is starting to not be as much of a Trumper anymore.
God, when you lose Seishan, when you lose Seishan, you're fucking up.
Yeah, you're fucking up. Yeah, he's fucking. Yeah, what are you gonna do?
Just Seishan's like, I didn't know I could be lost.
I mean, it's not right, but I'm not feeling any sympathy for Harvard. As someone who grew up a couple miles away, it's a bunch of fucking lunatics and extremists over there.
Well, yeah, but it's not the people in Harvard.
I know, but it's hard for me to feel sympathy towards Harvard.
Yeah.
Like as far as them losing out on money and stuff.
I'm not thinking about it Harvard at all.
No, the people though that can't go to get educated
I'm
there.
thinking about a Chinese kid who's
Well, yeah, you look at especially Boston, New England Medical Center, Tufts, Boston Medical Center, Brigham and Women's. You look at all the highest ranked doctors at all those places.
They're all Chinese.
Or Indian.
Yeah,
they're not
obviously.
exactly born in fucking, Dorchester and shit. So it's like...
Or wherever you're from.
Boston really bucks the trend of like, I think if you ask people, hey, do you think where there's like a high density of the word faggot, do you think medicine is also great where that is?
It's the best, though. Like, those are the best hospitals in the world.
What do you think I'm saying right now?
Yeah, no, I know.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And FAGGOT just rolls off the tongue like nothing when you're there. You're just like, holy shit, look at this fucking...
That'd be funny if, like, doctors were calling patients fags. You know what I mean? It's just a little anesthesia, honey. Don't be such a fucking faggot.
Exactly. It's like, you're gonna feel a little prick. Don't be a faggot.
You might get knocked out.
So-
But they're incredible doctors there. I mean, people all over the world know
Dude,
about
they're the
those
best hospitals in the fucking world.
Yeah, in the history of the world, really. Yeah, they're the best.
It's got to be scary for a person who's got like a rare illness living outside of a city.
Wisconsin or something.
Because all the best hospitals are in cities, and if you're like someone out in the fucking like rural area, you're already afraid of cities. And it's like, holy shit, I have a rare cancer.
Yeah.
And I have to go to a city.
Yeah. Oh, I know. And it's surrounded by methadone mile.
I got to tell you, I don't care for Boston. Granted, I did have terminal cancer when I was there.
Yeah.
Guys, big news this week. I don't think either of you are going to purchase this, but there are men out there, and I think we probably know them. Sydney Sweeney is
bathwater.
Did you see that she's having soap made with her bathwater? That's being
I don't
sold?
believe that.
I don't think it is either.
I don't think it's her actual bath water.
There's no way it is.
In which case, she should be sued for everything.
Yeah, I kind of want to know
How's
about
that-
the exact source.
Well, there's no chance.
How do you test that?
I need a video of her agent ladling out water from
While
a bath, and she better have scrubbed. I want to make sure it's.
I feel like that's just a big publicity thing. It's who? Dr. Sasquatch doing it, right? They're getting into a lot of comedy stuff. I think it is Dr. Sasquatch.
Dr. Sasquatch did it?
The company? They make like
No, of
soap
course.
and
I didn't think it was Sasquatch MD.
I'm almost positive it's them. But they're getting into a lot of like comedy and things like that. So it might just be a giant publicity stunt with these people.
Yeah, it could be, but I don't know. It's so sad if you do buy that.
Yeah, I mean, it's a fucking box of soap.
What's crazy? You smell different, by the way.
I just got a bonus.
What do you think's crazier, that or I guess I'm answering the question right now. Gwyneth Paltrow vagina candle.
Cunt candle.
It's got to be the cunt candle.
Yeah, they're both.
And I want to know.
The cunt candle's weird though because it's like
So crazy. It's like, bitch, you're 50. How fresh is this cunt?
yeah, and it's like even if it smelled good, how good could it possibly smell?
The best vagina doesn't even.
It's nondescript smell.
The best vagina doesn't smell.
Right? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it smells like nothing. Yeah.
Yeah, you're like, oh, good. Oh, look at this. All right. A lot of vaginas smell like ass.
Yep.
They're neighbors, you know. Have you ever gone down on a girl and you go in for one lick, or even before you get to the lick, a stink hits you?
Oh, that's why I always smell my fingers first.
You're smarter than me.
I always do this trick.
You're smarter than me.
I'm like, I always do that. I always do that. Like I'm wiping my face, and then if it smells bad, I'm not going down. I go down on the first
I've gone
date.
down and it hits me.
Oh yeah, no.
And I'll do the one courtesy lick, and I'll come back up.
No, I just won't even do it.
Yeah.
One courtesy lick? What?
Courtesy lick. Well, because you're already down there, so it's crazy if you come right back up.
Yeah, and only... okay, yeah. Whatever you're going to do,
Hey,
Jonathan
there's a gentleman amongst us. I'm sorry, guys.
Yeah.
All right, come on. Us not in the jorts. We give a courtesy lick where I come
What's your
from.
problem with... It's fucking 85 degrees out right now.
I like the jorts.
Yeah, what's wrong with them? I
How
like
many
them.
pairs do you have?
One that he wears every day.
2, I think.
Yeah.
He's been wearing them all winter, too. Is what you can understand. This outfit he's been wearing all winter.
No, this white
this
beater
with
I'm
an
probably going to throw away today. They shrunk up on me. They got too small.
No, they're hugging you just
They give them
right.
to church.
Can I have that? Don't throw it out. I'll take it.
No, because I'm going to get rid of it at the end of the night. I'm going to wear it today.
What does a wife beater even fucking do? I don't get it.
Well, no,
it doesn't
these are
cover.
good in the
It doesn't cover your armpits,
But in
so
the
you're
winter
still
time,
gonna stink
the
up your
winter
shirt.
they're good. No, the winter time they're good for like these types
Extra
of
layer. It's
Yeah,
another
yeah.
layer.
The winter time they're
It's
really
like
good.
long underwear.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And they'll especially if you like tuck it in, it's like it'll be warm on your chest and stuff.
Yeah.
So
But it's really good, like in the summer, like fucking barbecuing.
yeah, but you know what I noticed though is someone who
Her picking up your
wife
kids.
beaters. It's like I have
Hitting your
better
wife.
tank tops that are way more breathable in the summertime now. Like this might be the first real summer where I don't really wear wife. Actually, I wouldn't even say the first summer. The last couple of years, I've really gone away from wife beaters and I've gotten more regular tank tops. Just because this, if it's hot out, these are kind of uncomfortable. You'll sweat.
Yeah,
in
and
them.
you also, fucking, it's not a shirt.
No, I know, but like there's other tank tops. Like I was getting,
You're not
there's-
a jersey guy?
I do. I like jerseys,
Okay,
but
alright.
like
Finally.
you can get
Someone
tank
to
tops.
talk to. How many jerseys do you have?
A good amount.
And give me some names.
A lot.
Throw some names at
Drew
me.
Bledsoe, Corey Dillon,
I like
Rodney
those.
Harrison, Ty Law.
All Patriots.
yeah. All only
That's
jerseys
what a
I'm wearing:
loyal fan
Patriots,
looks like.
Red Sox, Celtics,
He doesn't
and
know
Bruins.
loyalty.
But yeah, the most jerseys I usually wear. I have a Larry.
Sean has a Kyrie Irving Nets jersey.
No, I don't. I hate Kyrie Irving.
Can you imagine a fucking...
I only like his political
Such
views.
a traitor.
No, I hate him so much.
He's
I
a-
mean, I have a Brady Bucks jersey. I have two of
Yeah.
them, actually. Yeah.
Those are good.
Yeah. The
I
red.
still like the
You bought a
Patriots
second?
ones.
Well, I bought one for my dad, and he didn't want it, so I was like, all right, fine, I'll take it.
Is it the exact same one you have?
Yeah.
I don't want to wear it out.
I never wanted to get the Tampa Bay ones because I just kept wearing my Patriots one, you know?
Yeah. You don't have any from any other teams?
I had like a Michael Jordan Bulls jersey, the one that said Chicago in cursive.
Oh, okay.
The red one.
Oh, that's a classic one.
I'm trying to think what other jerseys I had for teams that weren't.
What's the best jersey of all time? Is it a basketball? Basketball's the
Like
most.
what, to wear?
The most wearable jersey is a basketball
Yeah,
jersey.
but I like football jerseys.
Football jerseys are the
Hockey
best.
jerseys are pretty
Hey,
cool too.
fuck that.
But
Like
like,
in the
out
winter-
of all,
wintertime, yeah.
out of all the jerseys, though, a fucking basketball jersey is the most popular jersy, right? Like
Maybe,
that's
but
the one,
I love a
that's the
football
most worn.
jersey, dude. Like I think I like a good football. Like
So what's the best jersey ever? I have an idea in my head of
like a specific team.
like I feel like a Barkley Suns jersey is just a fucking great jersey.
Those are cool.
Yeah.
I actually
cool.
think a Lakers jersey is like so fly.
But for like which player? Because that's part of it.
Like
if you have like a Shaq jersey.
I used to have a Shaq Lakers jersey. I lost in
A
California.
yellow one or a purple
Yellow.
one?
I think like a fucking like a Kemp like Supersonics jersey
or
is
like
badass
yeah,
too.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
like
The
it's
90s
not even
Seattle
Or a
Reds.
Durant
it's not even
Supersonics.
that's a cool one.
Because they,
Let's go.
yeah,
One,
definitely
one
a
year
team
of
that-
Durant.
Yeah, yeah.
Can you imagine you drafted Durant and your team left? You're like, one of the greatest players who ever lived.
I know.
And they went to Oklahoma City.
It's pretty lousy. And then remember they weren't even Oklahoma City Thunder. Remember they were, was it the Bobcats who were like the New Orleans of Oklahoma City? Do you remember that?
Well,
Charlotte,
New Orleans
the Charlotte,
Pelic- yeah.
Charlotte Hornets went to
Or
New
to New
Orleans,
Orleans Hornets, and
New
then-
Orleans Hornets, and then remember they went for a year to OKC.
That's what I
after
mean, 'cause of the Katrina and
hurricane.
stuff, yeah.
And then they went back, and then it went to Charlotte. Like, well, we need a team too. We'll be the Bobcats.
Yeah.
And then they
The
finally
worst
became
fucking
the-
team name ever.
Ever.
Yeah.
Worst jerseys, colors, logos. Fucking brutal.
I actually heard of a fucking team name. I think the Pelicans.
Okafor.
Pelicans is a fucking awful team name. I
Yeah.
think.
Yeah, that
Terrible.
ain't so good.
I thought of it.
The Browns is the
someone
worst.
proposed a cool one. I thought because let's get real.
No,
Browns is
no.
by far the worst. It's the
No.
worst franchise,
Well-
worst uniform, worst
But it's
people.
it's an homage to Paul Brown. But even
Scrape
that
it off
though,
the
it's not
face of the
even
earth.
his original franchise.
Hashtag make it a
But
parking
New
lot.
Orleans Jazz is a badass.
Oh
name.
yeah, Pete
But it's
Maravich.
got-
Yeah.
But someone said something about like the New Orleans rhythm or something like that. I
yeah,
thought
yeah.
the rhythm could work.
What do they have now?
Pelicans
Vegas
is so
Gamblers.
gay.
The Pelicans and the Saints.
Before we go on though, we try to keep the lights on here. Who pays for all this high tech equipment? We have sponsors. All right, and
This is I like Chad's Cheese. He's
Chad's
a great
Cheese is
sponsor.
great,
This
and
one
Chad's
is probably
Cheese-
our best sponsor.
it is still there. And Chad's Cheese, if anyone listened to last week's episode, very generous and promo code unnatural if you'd like to get a discount on your cheese. Who do we have this week, Sean?
The world famous Ted's toilet cams.
Oh.
Are you sick of the apps? Online dating isn't for you. Internet porn ain't cutting it. You're flesh and blood. You just need something more personal. Ted's toilet cams, formerly Ted's GoPros, family owned and operated since 1982. If you were any closer to a woman, you wouldn't need a toilet cam. So stop by the unmarked blue van in the Westchester Fridays parking lot and get all your new Zoom Focus Splash Proof Cam 1000. And remember, if it's not totally awesome, it's not Ted's, formerly Ted's GoPros.
Nice.
You want one?
Very good.
Should love one.
I have one.
We
I
got
put
a
one
whole
in my mother's
we got a
house.
whole box full.
Yeah.
So we'll give you one. Anyone else out there? Promo code unnatural. That's how you can get a discounted toilet cam.
You're an idiot if you don't buy one.
Ted's a good guy too. I know what you're thinking out there, like toilet cams. That sounds like a strange business, but it was passed down from his father. He kind of was born into it, and personally, he has a vision and he's made it grow. Yeah, he parks that van all over.
Not knocking it. Not knocking it.
Not knocking it.
I like the 1980s New York Giants jerseys. I do. I like when they had the helmets.
Sorry, Ted, we're done.
The helmets that said Giants and like those old blue logos. I like those a lot.
Get a nice LT.
Yeah, Lawrence Taylor. Those were cool jerseys.
I like the Black Panthers jerseys.
Those are cool. I like all of Carolina's.
Yeah.
uniforms.
Yeah.
The black is
the
fucking
alternate,
sick.
yeah.
Actually, you know what I think would be a fucking great jersey? Old school Patriots John Hanna jersey.
Oh yeah, hell yeah.
A lineman
that would-
jersey.
I don't think I ever had one.
If you have a lineman jersey, it says so much about you.
Number 73.
You appreciate the game.
I had a Shaq.
I would love
Any
to get
idiot can have a wide receiver jersey.
I had a Shaq Mason jersey.
Anyone. If you have a jersey that isn't a running back, wide receiver, or a quarterback,
Yeah.
you're a thinker.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely.
Absolutely. You give me a fucking.
I've had Vinatieri, Shaq Mason,
Shaq Mason.
You
I'm
give,
trying to
you,
think
give
of
me, you give me a nose guard. Oh yeah.
Will Fork.
You know, it'd be a good one. A fucking a Klecko jersey.
Oh yeah.
Not Jets
Patriots. Yeah.
Klecko.
I
Yes.
have one.
or Woodhead.
I have a Klecko jersey. I never had a Woodhead jersey. I love Danny Woodhead. He's like a nasty golfer.
Really?
He almost qualified for the U.S. Open, like the amateur thing, whatever. He almost qualified a couple years ago.
You have a Robert Edwards jersey?
No, I've seen him though.
Yeah.
I remember Robert Edwards. He gave me hope.
Yeah. To be a running back.
Nice rookie year. 1,200
Yeah,
yards as a rookie.
I know.
1,184 yards. And I was like, we lost Curtis Martin, but we got a replacement right here. Oh, look, he's playing flag football. He's playing flag football in the sand. Nothing that's even hard in the sand. What could happen?
Make no mistake.
A fucking knee injury that almost killed him?
How
He
did it
almost
also
died.
How did it almost kill
Because it
him?
fucking tore his artery in his knee.
Oh shit. Okay.
And
Is that what happened to Alex Smith too? 'Cause he almost died too.
Maybe. I mean, that was. Do you ever see the picture of his leg when he came back?
No.
It's crazy.
It's like Alex. Hang it up. You don't even look.
You weren't
human.
even that good to begin
That's an
with.
alien's leg. Alex Smith started off slow, but had a very respectable career.
Yeah.
he was a number one.
pick,
He was
though.
a number one draft pick, right?
No, I know. But
Yeah,
as far as number one picks that just fucking suck, he was at least a serviceable
Yeah.
guy.
Yeah, yeah.
He
had
wasn't
a good
Tim
career.
Couch.
No. He got his team to the playoffs a few times. Got his team deep in the playoffs with San Francisco a few times.
Yeah, I feel like every quarterback does that for San
He
Francisco.
got replaced
though.
by Kaepernick
Name
and then
me a quarterback
Mahomes.
who doesn't go deep in the playoffs in San Francisco.
Wait, what was the question again?
I just mean like they're good every year with average quarterbacks.
Yeah, well, Brock
Kaepernick,
Purdy
Alex
just
Smith,
got
Brock
paid.
Purdy. Who was before Brock Purdy?
Jimmy Garoppolo.
Yeah, I guess he was the exception.
Then he went to a Super Bowl.
Yeah, he did.
Oh, yeah,
So did
yeah.
Purdy, though.
Brock Purdy just is.
Purdy
Is he
went
the
to
highest paid player in football now? Or?
No, I don't think he is, but he's one of them now.
Yeah.
Because he just signed a contract like last week or the week before.
We're getting to the end here. Don't worry. I know. That.
No. It's good.
I had an experience at a fucking open mic last night that you don't always have at an open mic.
Oh, I wanna hear this.
And I want to know how
go. Say it. Say
annoyed either of you would be. The mic is trash. Eastville Comedy Club. It's awful. It's probably 10 people tops. And I'm there with Fitzgerald Pratt. And we're off to the side. And I'm on stage, and these two guys walk in. Black guys. I'm setting a scene here. It doesn't matter that they are, but I want you to know
Of course.
the story
No,
I'm
it's
talking
important.
about.
It's gonna come into play.
These are audience
It's not
members.
even necessarily coming into play. I just like to set a scene.
Yeah.
The guy likes to set a scene. No, one is signed up to go, but I'm on stage, so I don't know that. So I'm up there bombing. Everyone's bombing one after another, and of course, I'm reaching for anything to talk about, and I see one of the guys like setting up his camera, and I'm like, "Oh, you're gonna want that," so blah 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 blah. I come back to my seat, and Pratt's like, "I think he was streaming your set," and I was like, "What?" And he was like, "Yeah, I think he was streaming your set," and I was like, "Yeah, I think that big guy. I think that guy's streaming your set." So I went up to his friend, who seemed like the one who was gonna like go on stage, and I was like, "Is he streaming?" He was like, "Yeah," but I was like, "Well, I don't want that." And he was like, "Hey, he's not gonna put." I was like, "I definitely don't want that anywhere." And he was like, "Yeah, he's not gonna do anything." So I walked back out into the room, and I went up to the actual guy who's holding the fucking like steady cam, and I was like, "Are you streaming?" He was like, I was like, "I don't want that anywhere. That's not anything I want." And it didn't go anywhere. But what would you do if someone was
That happened to someone yesterday at the pier too. Some broads were videotaping Eli's swing. I go, Eli, no offense to you or Eli. No one knows who the fuck you are, so who cares? It's
Oh,
not
of course. But at the
Yeah.
same time, it's fucking like.
Well, he's got a corporate job though.
Well, no. It's not even that. It's like, well, I said that to Brad. I was like, well, if he can get my clips to blow up, then I wish him luck.
Yeah.
But
I don't know. I don't really give a fuck when I mean, now I'm going to say that and a bunch of people are going to be bothering me, but, you know.
But it's just one of those things where you're like, you do kind of want to slap him at a principle because you're like, dude, you're filming an open. You're not even filming your set.
Yeah.
I already think you're a cunt if you're filming your fucking.
Why was he
open
filming
mic
you just
set.
for entertainment?
I have no idea. It was insane.
He did say they were black.
It wasn't just me.
Was it Kai Sennett?
I can't relate.
Yeah,
to
Kai Cenat.
Sanat.
We need to get Kai Cenat. I like Kai Cenat.
Yeah, we do.
We can get him on this podcast.
He's on next week.
I need Kai Cenat on Ryan O'Toole podcast. That's who I want.
And if it's a great episode, that's only because you loosen the jar.
Yeah. I like Kai Cenat.
That's your guy. Shyam's got shit to do.
I got a couple minutes. I got like 2 minutes.
Okay, yeah. Let's wrap it up. You want to promote anything? You got anything coming up? You got any plays you're in?
I do. Sacco and Vanzetti are dead at the American Theater of Actors, July 17th to the 27th.
Yes.
Holy shit.
Go on my Instagram, ITS. It's Ryan O'Toole. All my information's there. It's in the bio. And Ryan O'Toole podcast. When's this coming out?
Tuesday next week.
Okay. Well, I don't know what I'll be talking about Tuesday, but whatever's going on. Horse racing, sports, bullshit.
Yeah,
just
Tuesday,
subscribe.
like the 10th. Tuesday the 10th.
So it's after the Triple Crown. I have a good Belmont Stakes preview show coming out Friday afternoon. So
guys.
these guys are going to already know who won the Belmont. Hopefully it's either journalism or Baeza.
Well, you're going to want to watch that anyway, guys.
Yeah, you will.
Shomas, where can they find you?
Grizzly Pear, baby.
Grizzly
All
Pear, Insta Shimmy.
Yep.
And I'm at Jonathan Tilson. Watch my special.
Very funny.
Gotta be organized.
Very,
Get
very
me
funny.
over the 6,000 view hump.
Yeah.
I don't know what it's going to do for me, but
It's a decent start.
it sounds like a
Good
thing.
for you.
Yeah. Well, you know.
On YouTube, that's good.
Say it with a face that means it then.
Right?
Fucking-
Said it with honesty.
You can take the kid out of the Southie. You can't take the Southie out of the kid.
Happy for you.
I'll tell you what.
I'm happy. You're a great comedian.
Oh, shut up!
You know?
All right, guys. Thanks a lot. Have a good night.
Yeah.